Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Gary from Chicago.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Kennedy with an extra E. Just like my name, I go the extra mile.
And hey, y'all, it's Sullivan Grace, and just like my name, I keep it positive. And we so
from the go.
Hey, we got a lot coming up for y'all today. We got a lot of topics we gonna get into and give y'all our opinion on, because we are for youth, by youth, okay? For us, by us. So we're going to talk about this weather that's been happening in Chicago, some remote jobs and working at home. Apparently the girlies are unemployed, so we need to get into that and figure out how we need to get some jobs, okay? The Chris Brown concert, China and these tariffs, child, we don't know what is going on. And then we have a very special guest coming in today that we are very excited for, but we're not going to tell you who it is yet. You just got to keep on watching.
Just wait and
keep on watching. But, you know, to start off, we right here at True Star headquarters in Bronzeville, Chicago, a very historically black neighborhood. And very good news. Murders are down 35% from February 2024 and 49% from February 2023. So we down in murders, which is good. We love Chicago.
You hear that, bro? You can walk your dog in Inglewood, bro. Go outside, bro.
Not walk your dog in Inglewood.
Right. I don't think people ever stop walking their dog.
What's they doing? Carrying their dog?
You can walk your dog at 9:30 at night in Inglewood, bro. Trust, ain't nothing gonna happen, bro. On bro.
9:30, I don't know.
I don't know. You might be pushing.
Say 7 p.m.
They was talking about from 12 to 4.
Right.
Like,
a very small window.
You know,
but no, if people, I like the fact that people, you know, aren't dying. You know,
yeah,
because honestly, I hate the whole stigma that, you know what I'm saying, Chicago is violent. You know what I'm saying? It's not even that violent when you consider how big the city is. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Like, we never was really that violent when you consider how many people live here. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, hopefully this summer goes well. It's starting to get hot out here. So
yeah, you know, people get crazy when it's hot. So God.
Speaking of it getting hot, bro, the weather, bro.
It's weather, man.
Like, literally, it was just 30 degrees. And then the day before that, it was like 70, I feel like.
Yeah.
It was hot. And then it hit 30 and snow. Like, it was like, I was like, Alexa, what time is it? I mean, what's the weather? She was like, you can see snow and rain. What? Snow?
Snow and rain in April?
In April?
It's crazy, bro.
I'm like, we sitting out at work looking out the window like, is that snow?
Right.
Like, yeah, bro. They said it was going to snow today. Like, I put my whole coat on. Like, forget a jacket.
Yeah. I got to get my scarf and gloves back out in April.
It really ain't nothing new, man. Like, Chicago been crazy with the weather. But it is crazy that it's like, it is supposed to be spring. And, like, snow is crazy.
I seen a meme that was like, spring, fight back. And that's why I was like, exactly, please.
Fight back.
Fight back. Like, come on now.
Because
my birthday coming up, Sully's birthday coming up. We don't have time for it to be cold.
Literally. It better not snow on my birthday, baby.
That'll blow me.
It better not.
It always rain on my birthday, though. I'm praying it don't rain this year.
Late April, I feel like it starts to get better. But my birthday mid-April, and it's all, like, one time I remember it flooded on my birthday. It was crazy.
It's almost always a thunderstorm on my birthday.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Like,
I don't got to worry about that during Gemini season.
All right, moving on. We're not going to talk about the Geminis.
Gemini season.
Moving on.
Wishy-washy self.
Haters.
Nobody hating, Gary.
Don't worry about it.
I like to have one personality.
Right.
I like to be sane.
I don't have to deal with that going back and forth.
I don't like to be happy 1 minute.
Listen, it's not about Geminis themselves. It's just the weather. Like, it's hot during June. Like, I don't have to worry about the wishy-washy weather that is.
You also
spring.
just said we're going to look at the rates when it get hot. So
okay, see,
crazy people come out.
We just gonna claim it's not gonna, like, let's not even speak murder. Like, why you?
Nobody's not murder.
Like, you just
let's say
yep. I brought up Gemini season.
I'm just saying because it's Gemini season, you have a lot, not murders, but a lot of craziness going on because the crazy people are gonna be out.
Nah, we just gonna be
celebrating their birthdays.
Celebrating their birthdays.
He's gonna be getting lit.
1 minute they're gonna be happy, next minute they're gonna be like, bro, why was I born today? Like, bro, what?
Who hurt you?
Well,
what Gemini gave you this experience?
Well, I hope some people got the money to go out on their birthday, because it looked like don't nobody got a job right now in this economy. It's saying that 1 in 4 applicants are AI. College grads, as people get more educated, it's harder to get jobs because, like, you need a master's degree. And it's just a lot of people that's struggling straight out of college to get a job. So, like, what advice would y'all have?
Not even people getting out of college, just anybody in general. Anybody from ages freaking 18 to 36. Nobody's finding jobs, bro. The job market is cooked. Job market is cooked. I don't have any advice. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I would say get you an employment coach because
that sounds like it costs money.
No, it doesn't.
No, they have a lot of free programs.
It's a lot of free programs. Like we have one here in Bronzeville.
Yep, one-on-one.
Yeah, get you an employment coach. Like that'll help you narrow down what job you want, what job is actually looking for you, and it'll help you make you not feel alone in this process because it's a lot of people that's looking for jobs, but it's a lot of jobs that's looking for people. Yeah. So you just gotta find what job is right for you. I would say keep your head up because like it's gonna be hard, but like girl. You got plans this year. Yeah. Get to the bed.
Yeah, and the thing is too, you have to like when you are in school or even if you're not in school, you have to focus on getting experiences that are actually going to give you the skills. Like it's people that's graduating with master's degrees, never had an internship, never had that like hands-on experience. So you get into a job and they like, well, girl, what have you done? Like you got to actually get out in the field and do what you say you want to do, get that experience, even if it's for free. I mean, I don't think you should work for free forever, but somehow, some way you got to get that skill. Like, you know.
Even like people that don't have jobs still try to look for like not jobs, the college degree. Still look for stuff and get experience too. Because what they don't say is the experience low key will outweigh a degree sometimes. Yeah, because like you said, somebody who had a master's degree but have no experience. Like you educated, but now I gotta train you on everything. Yeah, you know nothing about this on this job that I'm finna pay you 6 figures for. Oh yeah. Versus somebody's like, I've been working for True Star, and now they got the photography, the journalism. I got all this down. I got all of this, but no degree. It's like.
See, that's why I dropped out of school. Oh, bro, I'm glad you finally able to see it my way, man. This is so beautiful.
I don't see it.
You had a full ride, bro.
This is so beautiful. It wasn't a full ride. It was only for 1 year. But it was beautiful, man. Thank you. Because, listen.
I thought it was a full ride. I thought you only stayed 1 year.
Full ride for the year. You know, so I would have had to reapply to do all the scholarships again. So who knows? I might have got another full ride for another year. But I dropped out because I can go out and get experience.
You can do that at the same time that you're getting your degree, though.
See,
because I'm never going to say that a degree is not important because I truly believe everyone should have at least one degree. Now, granted, the time span on how long it takes you to get your degree, it varies. It varies.
It's okay.
But everyone get one degree because that's something that they can never take from you is your education. Yep. And like even with your education, they can't take your experiences away from you. So we're not gonna really get too much into the college field.
But experience goes a long way.
It does.
It goes. In my industry, I think in film, it kind of goes a little bit further than a degree because a person who goes to Columbia all 4 years, they get a degree.
But the degree is also the name. So like you saying the person that goes to Columbia, when I see Columbia on a resume or when I see Columbia on a cover letter, I'm like, oh dang, let me get that. And not only that, I was looking at for Howard, like they have the School of Chadwick Boseman, the School of Fine Arts. Felicia Rashad was the dean. Felicia Rashad actually was in them classes. She was more active than my dean was, sitting in on them classes. But it is some students that are like, oh, caught her eye. What you think she did? Connect. Yep. So it's not even just like, oh, the degree. It's the name that's going to be on your resume. It's the connections you build. Yeah. The degree is not about, oh, what you learned. The degree is about like, okay, this is going to give me access.
To relationships.
Cool.
To relationships. Yeah.
Cool. But when it comes to getting hired, the experience is what truly matters. That's why I chose to do the route that I've took, and I'm going to go out and just do whatever I want to do and do whatever work I want to do that'll, you know what I'm saying, look good on my portfolio so people can hire me. Because when you're getting hired, honestly, like the experience matters more than the degree. That's what I'm seeing. That's what because nobody's getting hired, and they have degrees, but they're not getting hired.
Some people are. It's not everybody. It's not everybody.
It's just harder. But I definitely think this goes to like what we was talking about with our confession a couple of weeks ago. Go with what makes you happy. Do what you do because no one else can live your life but you. Yeah. No one else is in your head. So
yeah. Best of luck, man. Everybody is scrambling with this job market. Nobody can get jobs. Yeah. It's crazy out here, man.
But what's meant for you will always be for you. So moving on to this Chris Brown concert, a lot of people want that to be
no job
for them.
They trying to get
Right.
VIP tickets.
She gonna use that last check on that Chris Brown concert,
Listen.
boy.
Chris
He
Brown.
was out there looking like baby daddy, like the baby daddy on the last tour. Like
Baby daddy.
yes, he was hugging up on He was hugging up on the girls. He was laying his head on their boobs.
So he was like Usher. He was like Usher.
No, he was worse. He had physical
Worse?
contact.
He was worse
Worse
than
than
Usher?
Usher?
I feel like
Usher
only
don't be
because
touching them,
They don't
though.
be touching them. Chris
It'd be so
Brown-
much worse though.
Chris Brown was gripping the girls behind their VIP stuff. Granted, if you gonna pay that money for that VIP ticket, get your full experiences, sis. Like, love that for you. He was on one girl back because he couldn't pick her up, so she picked him up.
What's going on?
She was
So
on,
what's
he was
really
on
going
her back.
What's really going on
Yes.
at these Chris Brown concerts, bro?
Listen,
Yeah, we gonna have to.
listen.
on
The
at these
VIP
Chris-
tickets, like they got a good VIP experience. Which is why they expensive, but like you get a good VIP experience. I done been to a lot of VIP experiences where it's like
You have
take a picture, bye. Like I don't know, like gone. This VIP, some VIP experiences, people don't even want to do real meet and greets. Like the meet and greets is just like smile, bye. It's no real greet, no hi, what's your name?
Yeah.
Like Cash Doll's meet and greet, like from what I've seen on like TikTok, she actually took a picture. People talked to him a little bit, but then left. But so with Chris Brown, they high.
Yeah, no, I feel
The tickets is high, but you get a good
Well,
experience.
I'm sure you getting a lot backstage. It sound like a lot
That's-
of touching
honestly,
going
that's-
on.
that's
Post on
real.
Facebook like he
No.
all behind me. Like,
No, I see
that's
what you're
the
talking
girls
about. I
I
see what you're
do.
talking about because Chris Brown do be doing that. It's real interacting when he take
Yeah.
pictures with them girls. He be crazy.
He be touching
hitting
all
all
up
type
on
of
them.
poses.
Yeah.
Look
And
at
they
Gary.
post them
I'm gonna
all
be
on
doing that
Facebook.
one day.
No, I did not say that.
Gary
I did
can't
not
wait for
say
his
that.
meet
I
and
can't
greet.
wait till I got
say that. I did not
Cause y'all know I'm the
say
number one filmmaker in
Right.
Chicago,
Right.
so they gonna
All
all
the
the
everybody
girls
gonna
say
wanna
that.
do a
I did
meet and
not
greet with
say
me.
that. That's not in my cards. That's not in,
Everybody want
that's
a
not
meet
in
and
my
greet with
cards,
Gary.
bro.
Right.
My meet and greet is me signing
GLJ.
scripts.
Right.
Me book signings. That's what's in my future.
signing a lot of books.
No cap. I'm not.
He gonna be signing GLJ.
There will be no exotic
Gary
pictures being
Langfield
taken.
Jr. Everybody.
Okay.
Gary
GLJ.
Langfield Jr.
Hey, my signature go crazy. It's like real dope signature. Y'all will know one day when it's famous. Y'all gonna
Yeah,
see
it kind of sound like LBJ.
LBJ.
Long live the
Cool J.
legend, man. They trying to reverse his policies with
What's
the
his-
Civil
what-
Rights Act.
Oh, yeah, you know how that go, man.
Well,
You know how that. You know what else he's doing?
long live
He's
Larry.
increasing these tariffs
Just
on
kidding.
China. Long,
Long
Wait,
live-
what?
I shouldn't have said that.
long
Say
live
that
Larry.
again, bro.
Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover.
Say it again.
Don't quote me on that, y'all.
Larry Hoover?
No affiliations over here, y'all.
Sully likes Larry Hoover. That's what we going
Just
with.
keep on going with your script, Gary.
Trump. Speaking of gangsters,
Trump is a gangster, honey.
Trump is definitely a
He
gangster.
acting like he's straight out the hood.
A mob boss. He has increased tariffs on China imports to 145%.
That's he wilding.
So that's a lot of taxes. All right, let me just say that. And because of that, the China Film Administration said it will begin reducing the number of American films shown in China. That means they're going to stop showing American movies all because of these tariffs, the tariff war that's been going on.
So outside of everything else, how does that make you feel as a filmmaker?
Yeah.
I mean, definitely, China is like one of the biggest, biggest outside of the country, how am I trying to say this? They're one of the biggest consumers outside the country, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you take your movie over there to China, it does well. Like it'll make the money up if the money didn't do good in America. You know what I'm saying? So if it flops in America, you take it to China, they like it, you make your money back. It's whatever. If it's a hit, it's a hit. You making like billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Worldwide. So it's kind of a hit, but at the same time, it's not, because when Trump heard about it, Trump was like, oh, I think I've heard worse things. He was basically playing it off. Like, it's not that big of a deal for real. And honestly, as a filmmaker, it's kind of not, you know what I'm saying? Because, sure, you can go to China and hope it does good, but me as a filmmaker, I wanted to see what it's like in America. How's it doing in American audiences? You know what I'm saying? To me, it's not really that big of a deal, but it does have some significance. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How do y'all feel about...
I just know all the girls with the braiding hair, sis, is going up.
Well, we're not supposed to be using that braiding hair anyway.
We not actually.
We really not.
But
we really not.
Yeah, no, the tariff thing is crazy, bro.
Wow.
145% taxes on imported goods is insane, because like as a kid, one of my favorite like running jokes ever was that everything was made in China.
Yeah.
Everything is made in China, bro. These mics is probably made in China.
These mics made in China.
Right.
Gee, everything around us.
Somewhere
right
on
now,
made in China,
Yeah.
bro. So it's just weird, bro.
The thread on your hoodie made in China.
Right.
But you know, actually, who knows, right? Because like I think Trump's whole thing is like trying to have more in-house production of things. Like we're trying to make more goods ourselves instead of having it being sent over here. You know what I'm saying?
But it just don't make sense though, because it's gonna take 3 to 5 years for actual companies to start. First of all, the prices are gonna increase, period, because our standard of living is higher over here. So people are gonna have to pay their workers more, which means the prices are gonna have to go up, which means everything's gonna get more expensive. So I just don't get that. Like it just doesn't make sense. Like
you know,
I'm trying to think about it and like make it logical, but it just, to me, it's not tracking. Every economist who is trained is saying the same thing.
Average person.
Yeah,
for the people like the billionaires, I'm sure it makes sense.
It
makes sense to them,
but because people don't think about the little man, like so for them it's like we finna make it ourselves. Like
they not worried about prices going up.
They're not worried about it. They're not worried that gas is $4 a gallon.
They don't care about
like they don't care about that.
They don't care about the Nintendo Switch being $450. They gonna buy it, bro. They gonna buy it.
Gary's still stuck on this.
Somebody
tell him how, if they didn't watch last week's episode, how much is the Nintendo Switch now compared to how much it was before?
Bro, it's a whole $150 markup. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bro. So
with no game.
With no game.
It don't even come with a game.
Don't even come with a game. Mario Kart is $90, bro.
$90?
$90.
Are you being dramatic about that though?
Bro, huh?
You being dramatic about that?
$90 is crazy.
No, it's $90 for a physical, $80 for like a digital. Ridiculous. Bro,
hey, somebody better pull out them DS's.
Oh God, you have to tell them to pull out the Wii.
PSPs.
Pull out the old Wii from the closet that nobody touched in 10 years.
God.
Dust that boy off.
Gotta dust it off and try again, because ain't no way.
Hope the sensor still work.
Right.
So start playing This Dance and Michael Jackson.
Okay, man, I used to love Michael Jackson.
Me too.
It was tough.
That was a game.
That used to be that game.
We have to bring it back.
We gotta bring it back. We gotta bring it back.
Oh God.
Hey.
On phone. But good luck. If they remaster it, it's gonna be $80. So you're not playing it. It's crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna go buy it from Amazon right now. Before they think about it. Before this episode come out, let me go buy it.
The tariff war is crazy. It's making everybody like. All the countries outside of the U.S. is starting to look at us crazy because we're taxing them so much. It's like we're not making no friends with this. No.
Yeah, we finna have all enemies.
You're not making no friends with this move, bro.
Yeah. Listen, I'm just waiting on it to be over.
You got 3 more years, man.
All right, y'all. We're going to end that there. Pray for the country, them tariffs, Trump, all of that.
Salami, eggs, and bacon, man.
We're going to help y'all with something that we can actually help y'all with.
Right.
Which is the True Star Confession. And True Star Confessions is when you guys send in things that y'all want advice about, like whether it's love, relationships, school, money, jobs, clothes,
whatever.
But I want y'all to. Here's our little thing. What we say is not law. Do not have your mama calling up here somebody. Y'all told my baby that she needs to go get $1,000 from her. We don't know.
Oh God.
Don't have your mama calling up
credit
here.
card.
What we say is not law. Take it with a grain of salt. And you should all advice, because again, what you have to live with yourself.
Yep.
And that's just that.
Oh,
so
God.
These are our confessions.
Just when I thought I said I'd like to say, my chick on the side said she got one on the way. These are my confessions, and I'm broken. I don't know what to do. I guess I gotta give part 2 of my confessions. Gary, stop trying to be a killjoy. He over there mad. He don't know the song.
Mad.
Man, I only know Let It Burn. Let it burn.
You don't know that one either.
That's not how it goes.
You don't know that one either.
I think that you should
cut it off.
True
confessions go. So this true confession is titled The Test. Boom. So we also do not give out the real name, so we finna make up a name.
Yep.
Miranda. Hey girl.
Okay, Miranda. Hey girl.
Hey girl.
Hey.
So this story comes from Miranda. Miranda says, so there's a huge history test, and I absolutely was not prepared. I studied a little bit, but definitely not ready for no test.
Cheat.
She goes to say that she was sitting in the class like, struggling. She looked over to her friend, and her friend breezing through it. So she's like, and I'm finna copy off her. Fast forward. Granted, well, let's go back. She says that her friend always gets A's and B's. I do want to put that out there. She says her friends always get A's and B's. So she started copying her friend. Fast forward to the scoring and papers getting passed back. She says she look at her test and she got an F. And she look at her friend's test and she got an F too. They all friend that gave her all the wrong answers, bro.
Come on, friend.
So she like, here's what her question is. Should I tell my friend and like, bro, you gave me an F, or should I just take this on the chin and not let nobody know I cheated?
Man, take that on the chin.
I'm gonna say, tell your friend, and not even like tell your friend on something like, bro, you gave me an F. Like, no, because you should have did what you had to do.
Oh yeah.
But like, I would have been like, friend, like friend,
why you ain't study, friend?
I depended on you,
like friend, like I would be like, friend. Now I wasn't prepared, so I looked on your paper, and we both got an F. Like,
that's crazy. Both of y'all really gotta look in the mirror after that. Like,
yeah, because really it's both of y'all fault. Because really, why your friend didn't study for the test?
Oh God.
Because come on now, it was a pop quiz. It said a test, and she said she studied for it. So
nah, yeah,
you knew it was coming up.
Yeah,
but you ain't. And there's the thing, did you not read any of the questions? Because if you studied a little bit, you should probably know some of the. No judgment here. We're not judging. But I will say is,
but do your part, girl.
Do your part, friend. Yeah, but I definitely be like, friend, now I ain't gonna cheat off you no more. Cause ain't no way we both of them feel. Like, let me even cheat off Sully. So I'm like, nah, Sully.
I would have told my friend too, because I feel like, I don't know, I'm just big on integrity. Like, my moral conscience, like, I can't do stupid stuff and not say.
Integrity thing. Like,
but I feel like if she would happen to look at your test, she like, oh, we got all the same questions wrong. Like, what's T? Then she be like, you cheated on me? Cheated off me?
Yes, I cheated off of you. We both failed.
Let's go to office hours. You might as well just come out and say it, bro.
We both
gotta go to office hours, come out and say it, bro.
If your friend cheated off you and you ain't know, would you be mad?
And I didn't know.
You would be mad. You was one of those in school.
No,
you was putting up dividers in school.
It depends. No.
You was putting up dividers in school. That was you.
No, I feel like if that's my friend, and like generally all my friends, and we gonna use me as the example, all my friends study, okay? You all my surround yourself. But at the same time, I have. Everybody has though.
Listen.
But the thing is, like, if my friend was going through a hard time, maybe they didn't, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they didn't have the bandwidth to study or whatever. Like, we all go through stuff in high school. So, I mean, like, you just better have me at a time too if I don't got it. Okay. But that's what friends are for.
Because you said everybody cheats. So when I cheated, I remember clear as day, middle school. I had an English teacher. And this was my 8th grade year, so I'm not gonna get too deep. But I was like, didn't I do my homework? So, but my partner did. Like, that's part of it. So I'm like, yo, let me get your homework. Do you know I didn't cheat fully? I cheated, but I ain't cheat fully. I changed the answers and made them like, which is what I think you should have did, friend. You should have looked at them questions and changed the answers and made it your own.
If they didn't make it,
I ended up getting my desk partner got a B and I got an A because she would walk around and grade the homework in your face, like right there, and just hand it back. So I'm like, he was like, how did you do that? I'm like, because I knew some of it was wrong, like, but I'm like,
use your common sense,
come
bro.
on now, like, I'm making it better. I did that like, I ain't gonna lie, I did that like twice, because I was like, dang, I do my homework. But then my 8th grade teacher was my advisor, so I would have her class in advisory right before.
Yeah,
she used to make me sit in the back, like, nah, bro, go do your homework.
Hey. W teacher.
Like, shout out to her. Love her, because baby, now I got.
When it came to that homework, you had to cheat. It was getting to the point we was just copying each other's stuff, no cap. Because at my school, if you didn't do your homework,
you got to sell.
Like, if we all helping each other.
I went to Noble school, bro.
You went to Noble school?
Yes, bro. That's why she was like, bro, sit in the back, do your homework. I'm tired of giving you LaSalle. I'm like,
Sully don't know nothing about no LaSalle, bro.
Bro, hour after school, bro.
Hour. I'm telling you.
Wait. Is that CPS?
No, that's charter.
It's not CPS.
It's charter school. No
that's
CPS.
That's like a whole
no disrespect to CPS. We love
private club of schools. Like, they got their own thing going on.
Then you missing. Now you got photomerits and you just got into that. Like, bro, like, I couldn't stay. Now I got detention. I got to 2 hours after school.
Right. Honestly, I'll probably talk to my friend too, because if they caught you cheating at Noble, that's instant 8 demerits. That's
real.
instant.
No, if they
demerits.
catch you cheating at Noble schools, like you definitely got detention.
Like literally,
and you got detention in
So
LaSalle. So now you out to school the first day for an hour. Then on that Friday, you out to school for 2 hours. So that's 3 hours of your time.
You got detention and what?
LaSalle. So
Where's
LaSalle is like if you don't do your homework, then you got to stay at the school. And the goal is for you to make up the work that you missed and do the homework that you got to for the next.
So what happened if you don't go?
Detention.
But what if somebody don't go to detention?
So
another detention. So now you got 2 detentions.
Yeah,
you got to redo that detention, then another detention.
Sully, I like your mindset about these things.
Like, if you don't
but
go,
then
I
it's
like
like
your
no,
mindset about
it's
these
crazy
things.
because before when we was, I don't know how you was, but when we was in school, them detentions like leveled up to you like either failing. Like if you got to a number of detentions, you could fail the grade. Like people failed grades because they had too many detentions. At one point in time, I had got so many detentions, I was like on a borderline of like not failing, but I had to go to Saturday school.
Wow.
Because it was like, bro.
Man.
But it was because I tended my mouth, because smart mouth Kennedy, unfortunately. I was that girl. And then detentions, in my uniform, bro, that belt used to kill me. Like I used to be like, dang, I forgot my belt. I used to try to put a hoodie on, my sweatshirt on. Like, please don't check. You always had that one teacher that was like, hey, pull up your sweatshirt. Let me see your belt.
Belt was
But I
crazy.
feel like they
Let me
like
see your
police
socks,
black kids
bro.
so hard. Like uniforms,
They
like, all
do.
of that. That's just a lot.
So they changed the rules, and I've been to
yeah.
this new Noble schools, and they need to bring some of them back.
Yeah, no.
Because now it's like out of hand. But I will say Noble schools was strict. But Noble schools literally like they didn't have my sister get to Yale. Like I appreciate that. Helped me fill out my college. I got to Howard. Like helped me. Like it was a whole class to fill out your college application. So like they were hard, but they also supported you in ways like cool. Like if I really wanted to, I could go back to my college counselor and get like help on some stuff. Like
So is like urban prep an example of a Noble school?
no. So Noble schools are Gary Comer, Hansberry, Baker, Butler, Noble Academy.
Hey.
What about like
UIC,
Sarah E.
I think is a Noble
Good?
school. Is UIC a Noble school?
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
I think they are. I feel like when I look, I'm trying to picture
I
the
don't think
handbook
so.
because in detention you had to write the handbook.
That's crazy.
You had to write the handbook at one point in time before detention. And I used to start going to sleep after a while.
My detention, they gave you a fat package.
No, that's what the packet was. But then it was like
Gary ain't read the packet, y'all.
Gary ain't read the packet at all.
Gary
Did you
ain't
copy
read
the
the
packet, though?
packet.
Did
He
you
talking about,
copy the
we had a
Gary,
big packet.
Gary put simple sentences on each of the
Yeah,
questions
because
they wanted.
when I found out that they were just throwing away the packets, like I was blue. Like the next day I went to the dean office just like because I was cool with the dean, and I'm like, they're like they only look at certain kids' packets. I'm like, so you threw my packet away, and I done sat here and wrote all of that. But
You don't
Probably
need
feel
to,
like
bro.
he ain't have to worry about you, but we got some other stuff we
do
gotta worry about this role model segment.
no role models, but I'm here right now.
No role models to speak of.
Hey.
So
Hey.
here we are with our new no role model segment, and when it comes to people we don't want to be like, we shouldn't be like Ja Morant. You know, and let me explain. What
happened?
Ja Morant, y'all know Ja Morant's history with y'all.
I don't know. You gotta explain the whole thing.
Okay.
Explain who he is, explain what he did, because we don't know.
Ja Morant is an all-star basketball player playing for the Grizzlies, the Memphis
definitely
Grizzlies.
don't know him.
Right? He had got into some trouble for flashing his gun on IG. You know what I'm saying? He got like suspended, all type of stuff. You know, and now he has like this image. He's an NBA star, but he wants to be a thug. Like he wants to be a thug. So
Yeah, bro, they freed you from that.
he wants to be a thug, bro. He is actively trying to make it out of the NBA, bro. You know what I'm saying? So recently, he just got fined like $75,000 for like making a gun like gesture towards like a crowd or something. I think it was at a team. You know what I'm saying? He made some type of gun gesture after hitting a 3-point.
Was it a threat? Even like, cause you know some people do little gestures. Cause I don't know if we can.
I don't know. I don't think it was a threat. The way he did it, it was like a celebration. You know what I'm saying? Like that was his.
Like
his
how
celebration.
did he do it, Gary?
He was just like it was like a long gun. He was like
I want them to see you do it.
He was just like this. He was just like this, bro. And they on God. But he was like He fined him $75,000 for it, and so he went back. And here's my whole point. My point is he doesn't learn his lesson because after they fined him $75K for that, he then turned around. A couple games later, he hit a 3-pointer. His celebration was him throwing a grenade and doing this.
Now, come on now. Now, that's no excuse. Now, why would you?
Bro, and that's his celebration. He said that's his celebration and he's going to do it until somebody has a problem with it. And at this point, he just wants, I don't know what he's doing.
Attention. It sounds like
attention. Thank you. I was looking for a word because I don't understand the mindset, right? You just got fined $75K.
He's not gonna be happy until they fire him, and now he don't have no money working at McDonald's.
McDonald's is crazy.
I hope he got some good money management skills. $75K ain't no drop in the bucket.
I mean, it must be because you must be willing to pay something else, bro.
$75K is not a lot for like these NBA players and stuff like that. That don't be too bad.
Still, you have to have good money management, period. Because you end up didn't Allen Iverson go broke a few times?
A lot of people went broke.
A
lot
of them
went broke.
You don't go broke. You're gonna be sitting up and would you like fries with that? Like that's
what you like. Put the fries in the bag.
Like you want a paper bag or plastic? Like
that's crazy.
He's finna be one of those. He better just. Unless he got some real estate somewhere we don't know about, he ain't gonna.
That's why healing from your trauma. Does he come from the hood? Like, was he raised in that?
I guess.
We got a lot of suburbanites who want to have that.
Was he bullied by hood people and want to be that? I don't know. That's the thing too.
I don't know what his life story is, but all I know is he wants to be an NBA thug so bad. You know what I'm saying? We can't.
I hate that for him.
Don't just. Protect the bag, John Moran. Protect the bag, young man.
Protect the bag.
Because you made it out.
I just want black men to know, at the end of the day, when you make it, you can leave all of that goofy stuff behind. Let's take Dirk. Let's take Dirk, please, who made it out the hood, but still had that mindset, and let's see where Dirk is.
Hey,
now.
Dirk. Here's the thing about Dirk.
What's the thing about Dirk?
I know Dirk for sure grew up in that stuff.
He did.
And so it's hard for a person.
Take that away from him.
It's hard for a person to grow up in that and for them to just change. Money don't change a person for real.
But you got to make that decision too, though.
Yeah, it's hard.
Make a decision.
It's hard when that's all you know. You know what I'm saying?
But
Chief Keef got out of that though.
Chief Keef he really one of the ones. Don't get me started. Chief Keef he had to leave Chicago. He went to LA. But he wasn't really involved with a whole. I don't know. I guess
he wasn't involved. How when he had to put him
I'm just saying when he got rich, he wasn't involved in no beef for real. You know
that's
what
I'm saying. You can make a choice to not do that.
Yeah.
I'm sure he could have been still caught up if he chose to.
Dang.
At the end of the day, you got to make a choice. If you grow up in something, that's one thing. You can't take that away, but you got to make a choice to say, okay, I'm not gonna be on that no more because I got kids to raise.
Okay,
a whole lot of
what
them.
I be thinking about. I don't think about the money. I'm thinking your legacy,
mentally
this is who you
too.
want to be known for. This is who you want your kids to look up to. Look what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's crazy for sure.
And mentally too, that's a lot of trauma to carry around. If you don't heal from it, everybody got to go get some therapy.
Please
go get some.
Enroll right now before you click off this episode.
Therapy, or you can meditate. Meditation is also great for emotional regulation. You know what I'm saying? Just for thinking before you act, and pulling yourself together and things like that. Because on God, the decision making is crazy. John Morant's decision making is insane. It's just bad decision after bad decision. You know what I'm saying? He really ain't gonna be satisfied until they kick him out the league. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't think they're gonna do that because Jaws is kind of a star. He's kind of raw.
I don't know him.
I don't know him either.
Y'all don't watch basketball. So y'all are not sports buffs.
I do.
You watch basketball?
Yeah, when I'm forced to. You said I don't watch it. I do watch it. I'm forced.
Well, black men, we love y'all. We just want y'all to make good decisions, okay? And there are a lot of y'all out there that do make good decisions.
Oh God.
Just keep on making those good decisions and be an example for the rest, okay?
Amen.
Be better for Gary.
Be better.
For kids like Gary, you can donate.
$5 now.
$5 now to save the kid right here.
Ridiculous, bro. That's what I'm saying. I can't wait for Gemini season, bro.
You already been a Gemini every day.
It's okay, but
We
no,
don't
I'm
need a whole
finna
season of
be,
it.
I'm finna be grown.
All right, y'all. It's time for our special guest to come on. Let's do a drum roll, please. Our special guest. We're super excited to welcome Sean B. Harden to the set. But before he comes, we're going to give him a little intro because we got to check these stats before we get into anything, okay?
Tell me about him.
Right,
Yes,
let us know.
let's get into it. So Sean B. Harden is a trusted community leader and compassionate advocate from the South Side of Chicago, none other than, and he is also a Morehouse man. Thank you very much, HBCU advocate, and he studied business administration and marketing and holds several certifications, including from DePaul and many more. And now he holds many leadership positions, and he is the chief executive officer and president of Good City, which is a nonprofit focused on developing social entrepreneurs in under-resourced communities. Let's give a round of applause for that, okay? We love a nonprofit leader.
Sound like a twin.
Yes.
Shout out to him.
He's in the right place, okay?
Okay.
And he is the director of workforce development was the director of workforce development for the city of Chicago. And another thing, he is the deputy chief executive officer of community affairs for CPS. And now he is the president of the Chicago Board of Education. So this is a big deal, y'all. And we are so excited to welcome Sean B. Harden to the set. Thank you for joining us here.
Elevation.
Yes. Life excellence in the building.
All right.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Nice to welcome you to the set, Mr.
Looking
Harden.
sharp. Look at
Looking
this.
sharp.
I wasn't going to embarrass nobody.
Look.
We're going to come together.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You a good representation of Black excellence.
Love
HBCU
that.
grad, went to North Carolina A&T, so.
Love that.
Yes.
Love that.
Yes.
That. So let me just, for clarification, I actually did not finish Morehouse.
You got me up to it?
Right. So that's part of my story, but we'll get into that.
Yes,
I
let's
love that.
get
We
into
definitely
that.
gonna get into it.
Let's get into it. So speaking of that, I want you to tell me about your education growing up. We're CPS babies, and we want you to tell us whether you were always interested and passionate about education.
So one thing I want to make sure that I underscore, because I'm very proud of it, is yes, I'm from the South Side, but specifically Washington Heights.
Okay.
And you guys might know that as the Wild Hundreds.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
I'm a Wild Hundred baby too.
Okay. That's
Inglewood.
perfect. So that's important because it kind of talks to where I come from, right? And so I went to Marcus Garvey Elementary School, and I'm a graduate of Whitney Young.
Okay.
So I am a 100% product of public schools, appreciate the value of having education and access to a high quality education. So I can't say that my North Star was always education, but I can say that it is the foundation for everything that I've been able to achieve. And so that's why I'm so passionate about this role. I consider it to be an incredible honor to be the president of the Board of Education. And you know, one of the things I really look forward to, and that's why I'm so excited to be here, is connecting with our youth, right? And really demonstrating that, you know, anybody could do this, right? I'm not like superhuman. I wasn't imbued with special powers, other than I really care about community. And so, you know, that's what brought me into this role. That's why I'm excited to be here, kind of unpack things with you guys today.
Yes,
That's
we love
dope.
that.
That's amazing, man. And so, as the president of the Chicago Board of Education, what big changes do you want to make to education in Chicago?
So I think one of the primary roles of the board, and specifically of the board president, is to focus on our financial situation.
Okay.
Right. And so all the way back when I was in school, CPS has fundamentally had issues with funding. And that's a byproduct of just how it's currently structured. So historically, we've just been underfunded, not enough resources to support high quality education for every student, no matter where you are in the city. And so that's been a fundamental challenge. So one of my tasks is to try to, you know, do whatever I can to change that. All right. So the board really has fiduciary responsibility, fiscal responsibility over the district. I take that very seriously. So I do a lot of examining of ways that we can identify new revenue, bring on more resources to support the classrooms, and really stabilize our workforce. All right, and so that's one of the things that I'll be paying particular attention to as we go forward. I think the other thing is just ensuring that we have good collaboration, in our business community, at the neighborhood level, because education is everyone's business, right? And so it's no one answer that's going to fix everything. And so we need to really have a spirit of collaboration in order to do anything systemic and substantive. And so I find myself to be a good collaborator, great at networking. And so I want to bring that to the table and see if we can make some change.
Good. Dope. It sounds like you want to bring people together and get our money right as far as school and education goes. That's dope, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, and have fun along the way.
Amen.
Right? You know what I mean?
Gotta have fun.
Gotta have fun along the way.
Gotta have
that
fun.
sounds dope, bro.
So
yes,
I hear why you started and like why you wanted to become a part of the board, a little bit in your answers, but what keeps you on the board today? Like, what about it is like, this is still my motivation, this is still my drive to stay here to make a difference?
that is a fantastic question, because sometimes we get beat up in the media pretty bad. And so, you really have to get focused and centered on your why. And I'm sitting next to my whys, right? Being able to come and connect and see the power of good education, mentorship, support, and the beauty of what resources, once they're availed to you, what you're able to do. And so this really becomes my motivation, right? And so I want to do more of this so I can stay grounded to the why. Because sometimes it's easy to lose your way.
Yes.
Adults start talking to other adults, and we forget about the reason that we're here is to ensure that we're making a way for our next generation. So I appreciate that question. It keeps me grounded. In fact, in my office, I have a whiteboard, and it says, "Remember the why." All right.
That's
and
good.
so, when you get frustrated,
Take that idea.
Yeah.
you get frustrated, things don't go your way, it's easy to tap out.
Oh yeah.
And to lose your motivation. So school visits, connecting with youth, being intentional about connecting with people and getting perspectives. This is what keeps me motivated.
Yeah, people keep people going, so that's really important that
No
you
doubt.
said that. I want to take it a little bit back to your college education. You
Yeah.
mentioned that you dropped out of Morehouse, so
Yeah.
I'm curious how your passion for education continued even through you not continuing through with college.
Yeah, I actually think that underscores it, because my experience is probably more relatable than actually being able to go across that finish line.
Yeah.
Right. So, I was a pretty good student at Whitney Young, had incredible recommendations to go to Morehouse. It was the only school that I applied to.
Oh, wow.
So I was dead set on being a Morehouse man. I loved everything about it. It was still arguably one of the best 2 years of my life in terms of being formative and teaching me that, I am my brother's keeper. Right? That's something that we're not intuitively taught about how to turn that into action. And so I appreciated Morehouse laying that foundation. But it's an incredibly expensive school.
Yes.
Right? And so as a single mom, she did everything she could to keep me there. I had 2 jobs on campus. So I was doing everything. I had my hustle turned all the way up.
Right. That's Southside Chicago hustle.
Right,
it's nothing like it.
Nothing like it.
Nothing like
We
it.
will
We
not
gonna
be
get
denied.
okay.
Okay.
We will not be denied. But life starts to life.
Yeah.
Right? And my mom became very ill. And so I had to come back home. It just became too much to manage. So I jumped into the workforce. But I think that experience, you can have a trajectory with everything laid out. I was going to be an international business major. I took 2 years of Japanese, right? And so I had my pathway laid out. I was going to, knock it out the park. And then quickly realized that wasn't going to be my trajectory. But that couldn't just be the end of my story, right? And so I realized then, particularly 30 years ago, not so much now, but 30 years ago, if you didn't have a college degree, your options were pretty limited, all right? You may be able to be a manager of a fast food place or something of that nature, but there weren't a lot of corporate opportunities. There wasn't a lot of opportunities for you really to be at the top of your game, or at least get the opportunity to do so if you didn't have a college degree. So I realized early on that you're gonna have to outwork me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show up early. I'm gonna stay late.
Yeah.
You know, had those key mentorship opportunities. And what became clear to me is if you have the right opportunities and exposure, whether you have a degree is good, but it's not the defining moment, right? The defining moment is whether or not you get the opportunity to shoot the three.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
And when I got that opportunity, I was able to hit, right? And so from that point on, you know, again, keeping that hustle turned up because you can't outwork me.
Oh yeah.
Can't.
So keeping that focus and having access to incredible mentors, and then along the way, I've had people that just took risks. Right, they were calculated risks because I worked hard. I was a smart guy, right, and so given those leadership and management opportunities, I excelled. So what brings me to this role here is recognizing that I have to be intentional about creating those same opportunities, right? Because everyone won't have a college trajectory, but everyone still has the opportunity to be at the best of their game. And so to the extent that I could be there to help facilitate that, I want to do that with some intentionality, use this platform that I have to do that. That's probably the second most important thing with me being the president of the board is the access that it gives me to youth to try to help connect dots that otherwise wouldn't be connected.
Wow.
That's good. That's really good. Let's give that a hand clap.
I definitely feel like I can connect to that because I went to Howard. We'll go back in the future, maybe not Howard to finish my degree is the plan, but I'm at the point of life was like, okay, I don't have the degree, but I do have certain experiences. I am starting to work for it. I'm like, okay, let's look for like, what can I do with my experiences? And Gary, we talked about it. We go back and forth like, you're like, I don't want to go to school. But it's like, okay, cool. But I love to see that like, okay, with a degree, and we did talk about earlier in the show, experiences over degrees. And how like sometimes you can get the degree and have no experience. So then the job is like, I still got to teach you everything versus the person that comes in like, well, I got experience. I don't have no degree. It's like, okay. It's still like, okay, you gotta work though, bro, because you know it's hard. I'm on the fence of like, me and Gary go back and forth. I'm on the fence like, let's finish. I'm gonna finish the degree. Yes, it's gonna be my timeline. It's gonna be totally different from the average person. Gary's like, well, I'm gonna just go with my experiences. I'm like, I'm trying to do both. So I do love that you said like, yeah, I don't have my degree, but I'm gonna work and I'm gonna work for it. I'm gonna make you outwork me. And that's the key to that. Like, you gonna have to. I'm gonna show you that a degree is like. It's something that can happen, but work ethic is more than anything. So really do appreciate that. But what people don't know is he was a part of True Star's board. So we have not talked about that yet. What was your experience on True Star's board?
So amazing. It's really, you know, full circle to sit right here because this was always Natea and Deanna's dream.
Real quick, so the mic so we're going to pick up from that last question.
Okay.
Right? What you want me to say? Nothing?
So like talk about where you started.
Okay.
That was a really good intro though.
Yeah.
That was good.
So we're going to intro back into that question.
Do I got to do a full intro because I don't remember? Okay. I don't remember what I said.
People don't know that he was a part of True Star, all right? So we're going to pick up there, all right? 5, 4, 3, 2.
And what many people don't know is that you was actually a part of True Star's board. So what was your experience like being a part of True Star's board? Now sitting here on a podcast.
Yeah, so it's really full circle. So from early on when I was back working with CPS, had the opportunity early on to come to recognize True Star. And this is when this was just an idea in its early stages of Natea and Deanna's baby. And so it's really exciting to be here full circle and to see what they've been able to create over the last decade, right? And just, it's a true demonstration of what commitment is. And when given the resources, youth are absolutely incredible. Right,
Facts.
and you know you can underscore that.
Facts.
Right?
Most definitely, because I'm part of the youth.
Yeah,
you know,
no question. No question. So when that platform, when that platform and the resources are availed to you, you guys have no limits right, in terms of what you're able to create. And so it's been great for me early on to be a part of that early visioning, and then now to come back and be a supporter of it. It's absolutely incredible.
Wow, that's so good.
Honestly, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you coming here, man. Honestly, your ideals is really speaking to me, especially when it comes to college. Because like Kennedy said, I went to Columbia, so I'm a filmmaker. I went there for like a year, but similar circumstances from like my grandma and things back home. It was a little too much, So I chose the path of just working on my own thing and doing my own projects, doing my own artwork. It's gonna pay off for me in the long run, whether I get the degree or not. So and to hear you say, oh, you went to Morehouse and then you left and then you were able to accomplish so many things. It's honestly great to hear, man. Dab me up again, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And I think it's something that people in our generation especially need to hear, right? Because a lot of times we have so much instant gratification. Like, you log on social media, things are happening at your fingertips. So that work ethic is something that people really need to hear, because faith without works is dead. Like, you have to put in the work to get to where you want to be. You have to have those soft skills. Like you said, being punctual. I'm going to show up early, I'm gonna leave late, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, having those soft skills to where you're outworking everybody and you can still be successful regardless of anything, because you have those relationships, you got those skills, you got the drive. Like, with that, you can't lose. So I feel like it's good that you said that, because everybody needs to hear that.
Yeah, no doubt. And I say it because a degree represents all the things you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So you don't get a degree unless you're punctual, unless you're engaged, unless you're thoughtful, you're able to start and complete a task on time.
Yeah.
And so, that's what it's a demonstration of. But it's not the only platform where you can cultivate those skills.
Yeah.
Right? And so I think the key and the lesson to learn there is to be a master at whatever it is that you're pursuing.
Facts.
Right?
That's
So
good.
that mastery doesn't just happen in the classroom. It happens as a byproduct of your commitment and dedication day in and day out, no matter who's looking or not. Whether or not you get the recognition on a piece of paper or not, you'll get the recognition from the outcomes that you're able to generate.
Yep.
And so particularly for you as a filmmaker, you're only as good as the amount of time that you put in and coming up with creative ideas.
Yep.
Right? And so there's no shortcut to that. All right. And so you have to put in the work. Just to underscore that point is, there's something about 10,000 hours. Have you guys heard of that?
Yeah.
Deanna loves saying she loves that phrase.
Right. So that's real. Right.
Real.
And so whatever you are desiring to do, put those 10,000 hours into it, become a master at it, and along the way, getting your degree is a refinement of that. It underscores that commitment, and it demonstrates to the world that you have that prowess. But it's not the only factor, right? It's not going to be that gets you the salary that you want, that gets you ultimately the outcome that you're trying to achieve. It's one of the cogs in the wheel.
Yeah. And I have a question about that too, like being able to have a lot of different passions, because we are young, we have so much at our fingertips, so many things we want to try. So what advice would you give to anybody who's watching that's like has a whole lot of passions and they trying to cook all of these pots on the stove, but like everything, something's burning, because you like, how do you refine what your passion is and, like you said, become an expert at it?
Yeah, so no, that's a great question. I think the benefit of youth is that you get to try different things. Dabble in a few. Don't feel obligated to, spend all of your time trying to refine just one lane. There's so many verticals now that exist that didn't before. And I would say take advantage of as much of it as possible. I think your North Star should be, what would you do even if you don't get paid for it?
Yeah.
Right? So that's where you're going to have your greatest returns from. It's going to get up and you're going to. So I'm chairman of 4 boards.
Wow.
Right? And so the gratification comes out of the needles that we're able to move working together. And so, but it's a lot, but it doesn't feel like it's a lot, because these are things that I'm passionate about, things that I care about. And I work with incredible people. And so those synergies allow us to do amazing things. Right? And so it's not cliche when you say look for the things that you are passionate about and make that your North Star, because that's what's going to help you get those 10,000 hours in. Right? Because you're not going to put a lot of hours in something that's just like, man, I'm just doing this just cause.
Right.
And don't just be on the paper chase. Right.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, so it's easy to say like, man, I want to get that bag, so I'm gonna do whatever I can to get that bag. That's short lived.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because here's the other thing. Once you get the bag, then what?
Yep.
You're not happy.
You're not happy.
You're not happy.
So the center of it is what makes you happy. Center on that. Become a master at it. And guess what? You go get the bag on top.
The
of it.
bag of
Love
love,
that.
we right here with it, man. I was just gonna say, hey man, don't chase the money, man. But you got my
Yeah.
shout out to you, man.
Don't chase anything. Let it come to you.
Let it come to
Yep.
you. Work hard for it. Now that we've established that we have to work hard to get what we want, work hard to get anywhere in life, it's time to play hard. Put up your fingers, 5 of them. We're gonna play Never Have I Ever. You two, y'all heard.
We gotta play too.
Oh
Lord,
y'all are playing too.
I'm nervous. I don't know these questions.
right? I'm nervous.
Okay, so don't get us in trouble now.
Right.
This is
It's okay. I'm
You
just
don't
not
know
gonna put
where
my
these
finger
questions
down.
came from.
We know we know how to play Never Have I Ever. It's okay. I'm gonna ask family friendly questions.
Okay.
It's about education.
Okay,
It's
okay.
just about
Okay.
school and you know what I'm saying,
I don't
things
think I
like
wanna do
that.
this.
Safe zone.
Safe zone.
Safe zone.
Safe.
Keep it safe.
I'm
The
still
school
scared
is
now.
a little- right?
Now, all right. I'm gonna start, and then we're gonna go around the circle. So Kennedy is next. She gonna call.
I gotta
her-
ask the question.
Yes.
I wasn't prepared.
Everybody's
Wait, I
asking
wasn't.
questions.
Okay,
It's
it's
a
on
game.
the fly.
It's a game.
It's a game.
Okay.
Never have I ever skipped a high school class. Oh, nah, scholars. It's okay. Go ahead, Kennedy. It's your turn. Never have I ever.
Never have I ever. Dang.
First,
Never have I ever lied to my parent about something that I actually did in school that I got in trouble for.
I had to.
Gary, you got to tell this story. You talking about I had to. You got to tell us what you did,
You
Gary.
just trying to get more time because you don't know the question.
Right, I don't know what I'm gonna ask. So, Gary, tell your story.
Quickly, please.
I mean, which story?
Oh God, here we go.
Which story? Okay, so let me tell you, my high school had an abandoned building next to it, right? And it was fun. Like we was in there. They had like a whole. It was like a school. They had a gym court. It was like a big school. They so many rooms. You know what I'm saying? So we would just be in there, chilling, playing basketball, and they'll be. I'll be coming home late. They'll ask me, "Oh, where were you?" I was like, "Oh, after school. You know what I'm saying? Activities. I was playing. I was lying. I was in abandoned buildings. Later found out it's illegal to be in
They
abandoned
still
buildings.
looking for you right now.
Right. Gary Langfield Jr.
So I told my parents that I was like, that I stayed out of school like to do homework and do school activities, but I wasn't doing school activities. I was, having fun in an abandoned building, which is apparently illegal, so it didn't happen.
Right.
So it didn't happen.
Put
So-
2 fingers down, Gary.
No, I'm not putting 2 fingers down.
All right.
Okay, I guess it's my turn,
So
y'all.
you got this.
I've
I've had enough
Education-based.
time to think.
Education based. It's
Okay,
okay.
let's see. Never have I ever. Well, I know AI was before we kind of we graduated like 4 years ago. So
We graduated 4 years ago. But no,
I
it
guess
could be
it's
something
five for
positive
me
too,
now.
though.
It could be something positive.
Yeah, it could be like
Okay.
never-
I think this is something we could all say. I never have I ever gotten a scholarship to college.
Okay. Yeah.
So what does that mean? That means have you or haven't you?
Have like put your finger down if you have gotten a scholarship to college.
Big or small?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody put their finger down. Let's go,
Yes.
Black Excellence.
I
Yes.
don't think you know how the game works.
You said it could be good.
It can be good, but like the point of the game is to like have your fingers up and other fingers
Oh.
down.
Yeah.
Well,
Have mercy.
I messed
okay.
up, y'all. I got 3 though.
I think everybody got 3.
Rule breaker. That's
Make
okay.
It's okay, right? It's cool.
Sorry, y'all. I said
It's
I
your
keep
turn.
it positive in my intro. Keep it
fine.
positive.
Let me think.
Go ahead, brother.
So, this is tougher than you would think.
Yeah, I'm like,
See, never have I ever looked at someone else's paper to get help.
Wow, you know what's funny?
Funny story, actually.
We just did
talked
that
about
early in the
that.
show.
Yeah.
Funny story. You know, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, listen.
But you put your finger down too, so it's cool.
Yeah, well, listen. I had to get a little help. That's all.
Okay, sometimes you just gotta get help.
It's a little help. It's a
All
little
right,
help.
go,
Nothing wrong with that.
This is, you know what I'm saying?
Community. We're
Ain't
community,
nothing-
right?
we're all in this together. On bro.
We don't know the words.
On bro. That's what I sing every time I cheat.
How many times do you cheat, Gary?
Right.
I don't know, man.
He talking about every time I cheat, present tense.
Right. Go, Gary.
Okay. I think I'm at 2.
yeah,
Never have I ever. Let's see. Let's see. I got it. Don't worry about it. It's coming. Just gotta gather it from the universe. Let's see. Never have I ever broken school property. Hey, no.
The president of CPS like,
Right. You like, that's dollars on the
you
line.
still owe me some money, bro. he like,
I'm
so.
gonna have to hit you with an invoice.
Right.
They already did. They already did.
Look, I was a
Gary
charter
like, I
school.
didn't pay it though.
They already did. I definitely did. I had to. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So I paid y'all. I paid y'all. Y'all good. But I definitely did break it though. By accident.
We about to check them records.
Bro.
Right.
So y'all never broke anything? Y'all ain't.
No.
That's
No,
no,
bro.
No, I'm
No.
okay. You know what? It's fine.
Never broke school property.
No judgment. No judgment.
Definitely
they're-
judgment.
no,
Gary, that's
They're
all
judging
right.
me for sure.
Definitely be a good
They're
story.
judging me
They're
for sure.
Always judging.
They're judging
Be a
me
good
for sure.
story, Gary. They let you have borrow something, you should have took care of it.
Right.
But no.
Okay. No.
Never have I ever.
Go ahead.
I was trying to think of something that's gonna get him and not me. I don't know.
Ooh,
Got
I
my
got a
phone
good one.
taken because I was taking pictures in class. I don't know. Got my phone taken from school.
So that this is a new. You just dated me.
Oh yeah.
You didn't have a phone back then. Wait.
No phones back then.
Rewind. They don't count. They don't
So
count.
now my finger just to get started.
And you cheated.
we
You
want
got
you to
two fingers
count.
now.
2 fingers. Right?
You have 2 fingers up left. You cheated.
No, 3. I got 3 fingers.
What
up.
was your 2?
What was my 2?
Yeah, it was the cheating.
Got a scholarship.
Cheating.
Scholarship.
Got a scholarship. And what was the
Cheating.
first one?
I had said, what was my first one? I forgot. Oh, you lied to your parents about something.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think he lied to his parents about anything. Oh, yes,
Yes, he did. Yeah, so it's 3. You got, yeah.
You know what?
Dang, you got caught up.
I'm like,
See,
nah,
they,
man.
I'm telling you, bro, they be on
You
it,
done
bro.
got caught up.
They be
That's
on it.
crazy.
They be.
Listen. Oh,
Okay,
never have I.
everybody got
Okay, so we all been in school. So never have I
You said
ever.
yours already.
No, that don't
You
count.
said yours already.
Because that's not even fair. Never have I
said yours.
ever just slept. Since we all been in school, just slept through a class.
Slept during
Slept
class.
through a class.
Like,
I'm
you was
falling
supposed to go to-
asleep in a class.
No, like you were supposed to go to class
And you
because you at
slept.
college. So right now your mama did not hear you. You was like, dang, I done overslept and just
Oh,
Missed it.
overslept? Yeah.
missed the class.
Yeah.
And missed the class?
Yes, because you overslept.
I didn't miss the class.
You never
So
missed
how
the-
late was you
that's-
going
You
to
say I
class?
took value
He
in
said
those
he
2
was a
years.
hustler, boy.
Hey, them classes cost too much, bro. I be
Say, I
in my
never-
pajamas. Right. I'm not missing.
Never
couldn't go to
missed a
in my
class. I
pajamas.
know that's
It was,
right.
you never know who was gonna be on the yard.
That's
Okay.
real.
So
College,
Never know who you'll
You
you
see.
definitely paying for those classes.
Yeah.
You only doing yourself.
Right, you ain't messing it
Yeah,
up.
you were working 2 jobs, so that
No
makes
doubt.
sense.
No, that's why I was like, I'm thinking he finna I don't
Yeah.
overslept. That's why I caught it
You
out.
not. You can't get them, bro. You
right.
can't get 'em. Go ahead, Sully.
All right, y'all. This the last one. We about to wrap up, but we gotta ask this
Sully about
last
to be
one.
out.
All right. Never have I ever got in trouble for plagiarizing.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Dang,
that's-
I'm the only one.
The
Well, I'm
journalist.
out.
The
I'm
journalist.
out, y'all. And that wraps the show, guys. That's it, y'all.
The
All right,
journalist of us
we
all got in
done.
trouble with plagiarism.
No, plagiarism
No
is crazy.
No judgment. This,
Hey, you know, hey, I did some
no
things
judgment
too.
zone. No judgment zone.
Listen, Sully
We
said,
done,
yeah,
y'all.
I copied
Yeah,
that
I'm
whole
okay.
essay. It wasn't getting me. They
Right,
got you.
They ain't even had technology.
Thanks.
That's funny.
Plagiarizing is crazy. The journalist.
Come on. I ain't say it multiple times. I said it one time.
It was
Just
like,
one time. I learned my
Just one
lesson.
time.
Experience is the best teacher, right?
Exactly. You
oh,
live
God.
and you learn.
See, you just
Hello.
had to do it at least once. You know.
Just at least one.
No,
Come
did she
on
do
now.
it at
Got
least
it-
once,
got it
or
out
did she
the
only get
system.
caught
Got it
once?
out the system.
Got it out the
It
system.
don't
Did you
happen
do
no
it more than once, or did you only get caught once?
Uh-oh.
No, I only did it once. And
You got
my
caught.
teacher talked to me. He was like, don't do that ever again. I was like,
So you was that
I
bad?
was
Like,
okay, I won't do it.
Right.
Because I was at, like, I actually looked up to him. So I was sad I disappointed him. So I just did it.
That's all it takes.
W, man. It seems
All
like
right, well, thank you so much.
Nah, this
you
was
for joining
fantastic.
us.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys, and you all are the motivation for this work. So I appreciate you.
amen.
We appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. Real talk. You spit a
Definitely
lot of real gems today. You know what I'm saying? We're going to push forward with this new spring mentality. You know what I'm saying? We're going to work hard. We're going to get it. And we're going to accomplish our dreams.
Yes.
I expect
you okay,
nothing
Gary?
less. And I got to come back. So you guys got to
Yes.
You do have to
Please
come back.
come back.
See the
Please
progress.
come back.
No question.
See the progress,
All right.
man. I appreciate you so
Thank
much, bro.
you.
Have a great day.
thank you.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us on this dynamic episode of From the Goal. Let's give it a high five.
Let's
We
go.
enjoyed it, and we hope that y'all did too.
Amen.
Tell them where to check us out at.
So you can look down in our description down below. You have all our links, social media, all our websites, because we got a couple different ones. And y'all, True Star Rising is coming up. So if you would like to donate to this wonderful nonprofit that helps and evolves youth of Chicago,
Like me.
like Gary,
Like Gary, $5 to help Gary.
$5 to save Gary's life.
Link in
the
description.
description. And also, if you would like to send us your confessions, link in the description. Check out the description box, y'all.
See y'all later, man. Bye.
He forgot to say like, comment, and subscribe. And turn your post
do all that,
notification.
man. You know,
Gary,
you know
don't
the
forget.
vibe.
That's why we need $10 to help.
That's why we get
like
Gary.
Gary.
This is in my head. She keeps talking about $5 to help Gary. Like,
No, I'm just playing.
we
y'all.
not done.
see you later, man. Thank y'all so much. Bye.